Start. Matter 2. Appointment to the post of Deputy Director Law in the other backward class category. Stop. Appointment to the vacancies in the aforesaid post were to be made in the Office of Competition Commission of India. Stop. The three appellants in these three appeals were also the candidate who appeared in the written test. Stop. After qualifying the written test, they also faced the interview. Stop. However, their name did not appear in the list of candidates finally selected according to the appellants. Stop. Their non-selection was the result of altering the prescribed mode of selection midway, that is after the initiation of requirement process, which was impermissible paragraph change. This contention has not found favor with either the learned single judge in the writ petitions filed by them or the division bench of the High Court in the appeals filed by them challenges the order of the learned single judge. Stop. Bone of contention before us also remains the same. Stop. Therefore, the issue which needs to be decided as is to whether there was any change in the mode of selection after the process of selection had started. CCI had issued the notification through public notice inviting applications for various posts. We are concerned with the post of Deputy Director Law, for which 13 vacancies were closed. 7 of the notification stipulated the mode of selection in the following manner: all the applications received by the due date will be screened with reference to the minimum qualification criteria. Paragraph change. From amongst the eligible candidate, suitable candidates will be short-listed through a transparent mechanism, and the short-listed candidates will be called for interview before final selection. Mere fulfilling of minimum qualifications by itself would not entitle appellant for being called for interview. Stop. The eligibility qualification experience required for this post was also provided in the advertisement. Stop. It is under that the appellant fulfilled the eligibility condition, being holder of a degree of Bachelor of Law professional as well as 3 years experience in the relevant field, including in the corporate sector. Stop. Written test for this post was filled on for short listing of candidates for interview. Stop. Admit card was also issued to the applicants for appearing in the written test, along with the detailed instructions including the scheme of examination. Paragraphs 4 and 9 of the instruction which were given to the examined candidate were relevant for our purpose, and therefore we reproduce the same under paragraph change. The selection to all the position advance will be based on a written test followed by an interview. Paragraph change. Candidate of written test will carry 80% of the mark and interview will have 20% of the mark. The written test will be in 2 parts. The first part will be based on multiple choice question for 50 marks. There is no negative marking in this multiple choice questions. The second part, carrying 30 marks, will be distributed to the disruptive question on the subject of your specialization within the board outline of the subject of specialization as indicated stop. In the advertisement, candidate who do not secure 50% of the mark in the test will not be called for the interview. However, for candidate belonging to the reserved categories stop, the cutoff mark will be 40% RMSSB at Jaipur. Total mark stop. Written examination was of 80 marks and the applicant secure more than 50 mark. Hereby general category they were called for the interview which was held on 9th March 2010 and the result of which was published on the website of the RMSSB. Finally, only 5 candidates, that 2 from the general category, were selected. Nobody from the OBC category, to which category the applicants belonged, emerged successful on obtaining the information from the respondents under the Rights of Information Act 2005. The applicant in come to know that he had secured only 2 marks out of 20 marks in the interview stop. In this manner, total marks secured by him were 53 out of 100 marks stop. He also learned that the respondent had fixed the benchmark of 70 mark for the general category and 65 mark for the reserved category candidate. Since the total mark obtained by all these applicants were less than 65, that was the reason for their non-selection stop. It is this fixation of benchmark which has agitated the applicant, and according to them it amount to changing the selection procedure midway, which is illegal stop. The applicant approached the High Court of Delhi by filing a writ petition challenging their non-selection primarily on the ground that the selection criteria was changed. That too after the advertisement, and the law did not permit the respondent to change the rule of the game after the game had started. The precise contention in this behalf was that the benchmark which was fixed